Good morning, everybody. I'm your spooky host, and welcome back to more DK64 Randomizer. Today, what will we do? We will play DK64 Randomizer because I've not been doing that a lot in my life, and this is people come to expect DK64 here at spookyhost.com. So, figure this week we could just play DK64 Randomizer. If that sounds good to you guys, which I believe it does. Feel free to answer, of course, the question of the day. If you could start a new international trend or fad, what would it be? Let me know. So apparently, we started doing, oh my gosh, 10 months of beavers. Greens, thank you so much for resubscribing. The OG Greens, thank you very much. I hope you're having a wonderful time. And the beavers will always be here waiting for you, Greens. Yeah, we're donking today. I just figured I'd donk all week because like I haven't been donking a lot. So we'll donk tomorrow too, and like maybe beavers. That always gets me. But heckin', so they combined. They gave me the option to be able to stream on YouTube and Twitch now at the same time, and the chats are even integrated. So I might actually respond to. I didn't expect to have the chats integrated, so I might actually respond to like people on the YouTube chat if they pop in. I don't know how that will go, but again, the focus is Twitch. If it gets confusing, I won't do it for Twitch's sake. Sorry, getting my caffeine in. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. We'll donk tomorrow. I think I'm gonna reach out. Good morning, Ayer. Hope you're doing well. We got Ayer's Nintendo tier list scheduled. The one that was planned for that one night a while ago when I did the Disney Dads tier list. Oh, that's gonna be on a Friday coming up. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, caffeine. I just had to get the caffeine in. How was you're on the way back from a school trip? Hope it was a blast. Did you do something fun? Gaming is, I mean, we're about to find out. It hasn't quite started yet. We do have one very important thing to do, right? We have to, here at spookyhost.com, we're always celebrating something, so it's time for us to figure out what we might be celebrating today. So if you would please, let's determine the day of the day. We got National Fig Newton Day. Well, that's a little tempting. Not appreciate a dragon day. Oh my god. My D&D character just had a dragon's soul taken out of his body so he could have his own soul yesterday. It was like the end of his big arc and he got all the MacGuffins and stuff. It was very satisfying because there was a 3-year build-up and my DM spoils me. He spoils all of us. National Nothing Day. If you're doing nothing, aren't you doing something? With nothing is the thing you're doing? That might be preposterous. Hiroki, good freaking morning to you. Ayer, I believe it's next Friday, but I sent you the date timestamp, so it should whatever it says in the message is the truth, and I will be there for it. We've got International Hot and Spicy Food Day, National Good Teen Day. Gotta be a good teen. Quinoa, Religious Freedom, Without a Scalpel Day, Prohibition Remembrance. Boo. Signing of the Peace Accords, and then some birthdays. I know who Lin-Manuel Miranda is. Kind of. Next Friday, yes. And next Friday we will do the every Nintendo game tier list in honor of a year. I don't want to try turbo. Alright, well, this is a pretty poor list, I would say. But appreciate a Dragon Day. That's a pretty good day. Happy appreciate a Dragon Day, everybody. Alright, there we go. There we freaking go. Alright, it is time to play Donkey Kong 64. Okay, so I guess if chat's right there, that, well, no, I want to keep this window here still. Here's what I do. I actually put it, oh no, I hate that. I take it out. That's what I close this chat. I put this here. It's your birthday? Everybody, it is a year's freaking fracking birthday. How about a big happy birthday to a year in the chat? This happy birthday a year. Happy birthday a year. Happy birthday a year. There's your custom birthday song that I guarantee to all followers. That's not true. Have a birthday bean. Oh, Pyroki, your generosity is unmatched throughout the realms. Alright, I know what you're thinking. Spooky host, we must get on with this. What are we doing here? I think perhaps... do I want this? I could do that. Okay. I'm just figuring out my layout a little bit because I didn't expect to have this multi-chat up. That was a surprise today. That was a little bit of a surprise today. I think it works out fine. Okay. Alright. Donkey Kong 64 time. Let's see what we got going on here. So, I'm doing the same things before, just a little bit restricted Season 3 settings. I tried to find the Bean Blitz string this morning, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I gave up because I was already late. So, we're just gonna play regular Season 3. Maybe tomorrow, we'll play some Bean Blitz. I know that people are excited about Bean Blitz right now. We've got Triangle, we've got Chimpy Charge, and we've got Peanut. Ironically, we have no Kongs. Oh, it's pinned in the preset discussion. What a fool I am. Alright, Ayer. Well, I hope your internet gets better on your birthday, and that you have a restful day after your trip, and that you have just a great day in general. I hope that for you. Yeah, so we got Lanky Tiny, which is unfortunate. But we're gonna make it work. Well, thank you for saying hi on your birthday, taking your time to do it. Oh my god, I gotta start the timer. We're back in DK64 land, and what a blessing it is. And I forgot, I don't have to grab this unless it's like a potion initially. Oh, gang, it's time. We gotta practice our tech. Very important to practice this tech. Because it's very flashy. And we like being flashy around here. I do think I've got the trick kind of nailed down, though. Ignore that. Ignore that little bit, please. I beg of you, please. Never speak of this to anyone. Hey, not bad for not doing it and like... Oh, okay. It's just a... There's nothing here anyways. There's nothing here anyways. Maybe I should have checked. Alright, well... We can get into castle. That's pretty cool. So yes, feel free to answer the question of the day. And also, a big thank you to... Ding Dang... Average Giuseppe and the Shadowfax97 for following off screen. Gang, we are at 147 follows. And you all know, because I've been saying for months now, what happens when we hit 150 followers. Well, gee willikers, we are going to... That's a pearl. we're gonna watch Hundreds of Beavers on the Discord. A movie where a lone lumberjack faces insurmountable odds of hundreds of beavers trying to stop him from... We won't speak of the... Oh no, I don't want to... Oh no. You've betrayed me, Pyroki. The betrayal has occurred. What do I do now? I must disavow you for your betrayal. Just kidding, I would never do such a thing. Like, I suppose you've betrayed me enough. Maybe, but... I don't anticipate that. You don't strike me as having many malicious bones in your body. Even though you're just, you know, you're a person on the internet who I don't know, like, you know, personally, but... That's how I could judge so far from interacting with you and watching streams and stuff. Not many, if any, malicious bones. Your bones are safe, I believe. Let's go to be clear. You have no idea in the slightest if you even got the clip. Not malicious, just chaotic. That, well, sounds like you're great at parties. Oh, boys! Pyroki's here with the Godster again! Oh my god! Everybody freaks out. Oh, what a blessing. Everybody loves when Pyroki cracks out the Gonster at parties. A lanky potion, and I'm quite poor. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? How peaceful. Should have warmed up my voice. I don't think that was a very good "a bunch of people at a party" impression. Sounded more like an old man struggling to vocalize, I would say. That's okay. We'll recover. What? We'll only recover so much because we have to go to Castle for level 1, and that's unfortunate. Would love a Japes level 1 one of these days, but it feels like it's always Castle. Who knows why? Alright. Another journey into another day, another trip into Castle. But yeah, so yesterday, wild time. We had we're almost at our 3-year anniversary of our D&D party. And my character's whole thing is he's a robot that has to get 4 of these stones to basically like unlock his soul so he can like have an eternity and stuff. And oh, I need to get some coins. I'll go this way, it's fine. And he got the last one last night after like 3 years of looking around, and my DM gave an extremely satisfying like character arc kind of conclusion and spoiled me with a fun toy. Oh, I couldn't believe it. It was my character's very cracked and has a ton of toys to play with, and it's so nice. So shout out to my blessed DM. We're I think it's in the next couple of months we're gonna wrap it up, and that's a big deal when you've had a campaign for so long. I shouldn't have even walked into here. It's a very big deal, but I think my wife's gonna run a mini campaign, like a mini pirate campaign afterwards while we figure out what we're doing long term. Wow, 1 coin. I'm so blessed to have this coin. Without currency, what could I do? In other news, we've been drafting. Yes, you heard me right. I'm playing Pokemon Draft League again. I don't have a problem. You have a problem. That's a joke. We're so there's a there's a World Cup. Not a world. No, this isn't the World Cup specifically. This is the Draft League like circuit. So people can play different draft leagues all year with like a ton of different people. And if you get enough like points from doing well in those tournaments, you can enter like the main tournament to be crowned like basically Draft League Player of the Year. Donkey Kong! That's what I'm talking about. That's huge. So I've entered this. There's an Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. That's Gen 3 tournament. So I'm currently drafting, and I've got a pretty wild team. So the way these tournaments or these drafts work, a lot of them, is that you have a total like point value that you can work with. Oh, you can pick up homing ammo when you don't have homing now. That's crazy. When do these developers sleep or eat? Sounds like they don't. They're always cranking out new Donkey Kong content. So what I do in these, because you typically have more than enough points to like make a single team, is I will spend very heavy at the top of the board on like very expensive and good Pokemon until I have like no points left, and then I'll just fill out the bottom of my board with like total stinkers. When normally you're supposed to have kind of like a more balanced set. But the way I see it is, you're disadvantaged in a way because people know you're typically not going to bring the 1-pointer or the bad Pokemon, but quite frankly, sometimes you do, right? Sometimes you do bring that bad Pokemon, and that can pay off big for you. If you have a Pokemon in that slot that requires preparation. For example, the Pokemon Shedinja is typically a 1-pointer because it has 1 hit point. But it can only be hit by super effective moves, and it has a lot of weaknesses. So if you bring such a thing, your opponent may be forced to put moves on their Pokemon that can hit Shedinja, because otherwise Shedinja could just win the game by being there. The other big one is Slacking, who I'm going to try and go for. Slacking has like amazing stats, but due to its ability, it can only move every other turn. Well, that's something you might have to prepare for, right? Because if you don't, then I could come in and I could hit big normal type moves, for example, at 160 base power every other turn. But if you protect, you basically just like waste my slot. So definitely forces some prep, and that's the idea. Okay, was it Lanky or Tiny that had something back at, I think it was Lanky that had something back at Cranky's in Isles. I'm poor. This is frustrating. Oh, if only I had more coins. What do I do? I'm just glad to have Donkey Kong, quite frankly. Because we didn't before, and now we do, and now we're fast. That's the consequence of having Donkey Kong. Fastness. Although I wish I could just run his DK up this whole thing, but I gotta get these purple bananas, because I'd be wasting a good opportunity if I didn't get the purple bananas. And you know how that goes. See what's in the old maze. But yeah, so I'm doing the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire draft. And on Friday, my wife and Crazy Steve and I are in another draft that's like the sequel to the first league I did. And I'm coming back with a vengeance because I gotta try and win after I lost in the playoffs. So that is the goal for me. I'm quite excited. I just have such a ding dang blast playing Draft League. That makes me a happy guy. It's just fun to do all the prep and fun to have different matchups every week, and get little rivalries. Round 1 of this season, I'm against who I consider probably like the best player in the league, like just from like a Pokemon ability, or not the team that because we haven't drafted yet, but just like who they are as a player. I'm the most like worried about playing them, and I got him first round of the regular season, and this is gonna be a serious test. I'm gonna put all my marbles in one place to make it happen. I've never actually lost to them. So you might be like, what are you worried about? Well, it's always close, and sometimes I feel like they're a better player than me, and I get a little lucky. I think that's what happens. And we've only played twice, but that's how it goes. He usually like beats me pretty good when we do mock battles, and it's a less pressing situation, right? Okay, I'll get the banana medal really quick, and then we gotta write down some hints. Chunky tiny forest. For Chunky. We've got Aztec Tunnels 4. There we go. Aztec Shops. We've got 8 Chunky Diddy. Alright, that's not too bad. Chunky Diddy. Diddy Kasplat Forest. Feeling a little slow this morning, wow. I'm thinking my body's just not ready for the world. Lighthouse is on the path to key 7. Isle Shops 2. That's an ability. That's gonna be a low use ability. Hills, forest, donkey, levers, so we need strong, not strong Kong. Gorilla grab. Aztec, whoa, Aztec Shops is huge. No, not Cranky. 4, 8, and Chunky phase. And then underground, whoa. Castle underground, we've got 7, 8 Kongs. And then Chunky phase, okay. Donkey Splat Castle, thank you. Caves Colored Bananas, key 6. Okay. Peanut. We have Peanut. That's pretty good. That's 7, 8. Chunky Diddy. That's not a surprise. And also free Kongs. So getting Diddy seems crucial in this game that we play. So I'm going to prioritize this. I'll prioritize getting our little buddy Diddy. We'll see how that goes. That was close. That was close, gang. What a disaster we've just averted. I was thinking about doing a video pretty soon, like a video, reviewing the Artificer that might be coming out with like they're playtesting new D&D stuff. Since I've got like 3 years of Artificer experience, I feel like I actually have like a place to stand on now, and I've actually got a little bit of a platform to talk about that on. That could be a lot of fun. I like the Artificer in D&D quite a bit. Particularly in a campaign setting. I think it might be a little rough for a like a one-shot. Because one of the big things you're kind of banking on and investing in is getting a lot of magic items, because you can have so many of them. Okay, we're out of here. But the thing I enjoy about the Artificer in particular is the fact that you have, at any given time, you have a high amount of options that are all not like the most important thing in the world to do, but they're all good. You could attack with a regular attack. You could do a spell. You could interact with the environment. You could support somebody. It's just such a nice, well-rounded character. And my character is like a support tank who's becoming like a damage tank, which is pretty crazy. Just with magic items. Helm Diddy Metal. Oh my god. Galleon Tiny Metal. Oh, there's the caffeine. Oh, the caffeine is hitting. Aztec. Chunky. Okay, I gotta rewrite this. Huh? Aztec. Chunky. Flap. Crap. Okay, Aztec is the place to be. Mills too. Okay, I think that at Cranky's we're about to scoop up we're gonna scoop up Gorilla Grab, and then I think we're going to use it in Forest to get Key 2. I think that's what's happening. Hope you're prepared for this series of events, everybody. Let's see what we got. Oh, we've also got a DK banana. Isn't that nice? We do need bananas to progress. Yeah, that would be, I think that would be exciting. I think I've maybe some thoughts. I could write down perhaps a script. But I've been thinking primarily over the past month that how do I want to progress with this stream, right? It's something I invest like a couple hours a week into. And it's something I enjoy quite a bit. There's a cost to it, right? I have to spend, I could be like lifting in the morning instead or something else. But again, I enjoy it, and I think other people do too. There are people who I don't know, like in real life, that come and join the stream on a very regular basis. So I think this is providing people value and enjoyment. But I don't want to like, there's like the allure of like, you know, pushing to like get to like some big channel and like be like a content factory. And like I was saying yesterday with like work, I've just been kind of thinking about like how far do I want to push and take things? Like what is the goal? Been trying to be very intentional about a lot of things lately. Like where am I trying to end up? If I'm in a conversation, what are we trying to achieve with said conversation? Yeah, like I like hanging out with Pyroki in the morning and chatting and playing Donkey Kong 64. It's just a good way to live. Mills. I did get grab, right? That is what happened. So I think I'm gonna set like a little goal here. Like I actually don't think I don't want to be so big that I can't like follow chat, for example. Like not even saying I could like get there either. Like this is not coming from a place of arrogance. This is just like a place of like you know, what's like say I was like just fully dedicated. What do I want to do here? And I think one, I just like having I just like being and having a little community here of like people that are chatting and about like Donkey Kong and whatever. I kind of like days like yesterday when like B Student Gaming hops on and we have a little talk about like, you know, when to stop your career. Hierarchy Gaming says you want to join the archipelago on Saturdays. What are the options? I could get into a little collab. Oh, this is unexpected. Look at this. This is unexpected. That's a yellow vial. Is this a weird Key 2 path? So here's what I will say. I have soft plans for Saturday, but I haven't determined. I was considering reaching out to you, Pyroki, and seeing if you wanted me to complete the seed of which you have redeemed. But again, as long as you're, like, patient on that, like, I could also consider Archipelago. I know, I think I'm gonna go visit my grandma in the hospital that day. I've been doing that quite a lot recently. And, yeah, I'm, like, interested in it. I've also, my buddy from, my homie since fetus is what we call each other, wants me to play this game called Chivalry 2. And he's been, like, talking about it for a while, and I really want to, I want to at least give it a shot, you know? So I want to try that at some point. It's like, it's not like a shooter, because you're, like, running around, but you have, like, medieval weapons and stuff. This Saturday's busy again. You're not even sure if you'll be joining the Archipelago yet. Okay. Here's what I'll say. If you've got a link, I would be happy to check it out. And a Pokemon one sounds like a lot of fun. Like, I would enjoy it. I think I want to collaborate a bit more. I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, what am I trying to do with the stream? Yeah, so thank you. I think I would like to do that. Maybe not even promising this Saturday, but in general, I think I would gain interest from such a thing. So what do I want to do? I think my goal for the foreseeable future is I'm gonna what I want to do is be sponsored by Southern Tier Brewery, because half my wardrobe are shirts from them, right? This is something I've run into many times. I go to an event and I'm like, okay. I think I talked about this. I was getting pictures for the little church musical I did over the winter. And you were supposed to wear a Christmas sweater that day, but I plumb forgot. I forgot to do such a thing, but I did wear a Southern Tier, and this is my favorite brewery, Southern Tier Brewery. I wore a Southern Tier hoodie, and I was like, well, this is not a Christmas sweater. What do I do for these pictures? And you know, I was asked, okay, well, what do you have on under the hoodie? And I lifted the hoodie up, and below the hoodie was a Southern Tier branded shirt. And it was a little ironic. Anyways, you just got to work, so I'll get you the link. I will say there's a Gen 1 and 3 Pokemon, so you can play it with Archipelago, and you can get a single-player one to test your settings before you try out that. Oh! Dude, I would play Gen 1 for freaking sure, dude. Pick up Tauros and just go to town. I'd have to get the Safari Zone first, I suppose. I think that would be fun. Hang out with the gang for a couple, you know, hours or whatever. Do I want to climb the mushroom? No? What did I got bongos. What am I doing with... I could go to the top of the mushroom. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to the top of the mushroom. Especially without Chunky. Or Diddy. I could go... I do have Lanky, but... That's not like in logic. I'll get this stuff and then I'll get out of Dodge, as they say. Yeah, I'll consider the Archipelago. Be good to sync up with everybody. This Friday, though, we are, so I'll figure out if I'm streaming Saturday or not. I think I'd like to. I'm a little fired up about streaming right now. I enjoy it quite a bit, and I like that it gets me out of bed on time. It keeps me from sleeping too much, and that helps me to fall asleep early. Sometimes to my wife's dismay. But I like sleeping, and I like falling asleep on time. But thank you very much, Pyroki. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and be... Because Southern Tier doesn't do, like, sponsorships, and they don't do a lot of ads. They just, like, distribute beer. As far as I could see. So I'm going to try and acquire... their blessing and their sponsorship. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what their requirements are, but by golly, I'm gonna go for it. I think that could be fun to try. And how satisfying would it be? Because my friends have like joked essentially that I'm already a brand ambassador for them. So that's just an insight, a little bit of an insight into the mind of the spooky host, if you were interested. What am I doing with bongos, gang? That was on the path to key 2. What am I doing with bongos in these levels? I have keys 1 and I don't even have key 2. Mills is on the path to key 2. Surely I've solved this puzzle. Aisle shops. There's bongos. Aisle shops. Bongos. What could it be in... I don't have access to... I'm confused, actually. Castle? Maybe there's something... Is there something else in... Forest? Where did I get barrels? Forest dirt mills grass. It could be... What if it's a boss? What if it's... No, it can't be though, because... Is it bongos and... Wait, consider this. What if it's bongos and grab for key? There's 2 hints. This is a complex hint. Here's what we're doing. It's a boss. It is a barrels boss. We're gonna get another ability from the boss, and we're gonna use that plus bongos to get. We're cooking now, gang. We're gonna use those in concert in order to acquire the boss key. How you like them apples? We're breaking it down into something very, very convoluted, but that's what you gotta do in this game to stand there with the best of them. You gotta put together the mysterious puzzle. Surely I have the nanners for this. Oh, this makes me want to play Mario Party. I may play Mario Party tomorrow. I've got some buddies coming over for Pokemon Draft for the big league. Oh gosh, I'm excited for that. We're gonna have such a good time. Although we might play Boomerang Fu or Ultimate Chicken Horse. If you guys haven't played Boomerang Fu or Ultimate Chicken Horse, I would recommend changing your course of action. Well, that ain't it. That ain't it at all, Chief. Oh, also, I need to post this in Discord, but I have great news. I know Pyroki and Jordan Walk 2015 and Crazy Steve all recommended a Pokemon to do a Pokerogue run with, and we did it and we failed. I've acquired some passives for said Pokemon and will attempt to I'm gonna try it again. I think I'm gonna try it again. I don't think any of them are here right now, so this may be news to them, but I think we're going to go for it. Maybe Saturday what I'll do is actually do some more Shadow of War to honor our dear Jerry Bear, who in fact submitted the request and spent a lot of points on Shadow of War. He said I can get to I don't need to get there like immediately. Where's the boss door? It's like, it's in here, isn't it? Oh, I have a gun! Gang! I have a gun! This is logical. Okay, I'm gonna try this, but the gun might be... No, I didn't get a gun. No, I didn't get a gun. No. That's a lie. I'm lying to you before your eyes. I'm the ultimate trickster. think we'll have enough bananas. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're good. Good grabbing bongos. I don't have a lot of abilities for my Kongs. I think this has to be it. I don't know what else it could conceivably be. Why do I have Discord notifications? It's Pyroki. It's an archipelago. What can I play? I could play Celeste, 64, Dark Souls, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. Oh, I could do Kingdom Hearts 2. I'd have a blast doing that. Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Red and Blue, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. What, dude? Yeah, I'll play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Alright, I'll have to practice, but I can do Archipelago with people. I want to collab more. I've had fun doing that. Collabed with people and had a good time. Okay, what are we doing here? We are... This is in dusk settings, right? It is not. Do I have oranges? No. So what? I can't access that. I would need... Oh, you know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. I have a gun. I have a gun. You might be like, where's the gun, spooky host? Well, the gun is on a ding-dang... Get this. There's a Kasplat. There's a Kasplat here. There's a Kasplat in forest that requires me to climb the mushroom, which I've avoided because I didn't want to do it. However, I goofed myself because Diddy is available for me to have as a Kong on said Kasplat. So I have to climb the mushroom in order to get Diddy. Diddy gives me the peanuts. And the peanuts, they get me something. I need the peanuts. I can go nighttime. I can access more things. I can maybe use my bongos somewhere that I so diligently collected. I wonder how a scripted video would go. How would that be if I made an Artificer playtest review video? How would that be? Would people enjoy such a thing? Perhaps. That would be fun. My brain is beaming. So many ideas flowing into my brain. No, it's just that one idea. I don't know if a lot of people have done it yet. I guess it's not fresh anymore. I guess it's not fresh anymore. Oh, well. It's only been like a week or so. But you also gotta stay ahead on the times. I did have an idea for like consistent like YouTube content, but here's the thing. I also don't want to spend a lot of time making and preparing and editing YouTube videos. That's tricky business. It's exhausting, and there are so many people doing it better, right? If you're gonna spend time on something, you have to... Well, you can do it because you love it, and that's like a beautiful thing. But in addition to that, well, if you're trying to... Say you're just trying to succeed about it a little bit, maybe you enjoy it a little bit, but not a lot. There's Diddy. That's... Okay, that's the least surprising thing. Well then, what's your game plan? You gotta have an edge. You gotta figure out in the market what are you going to do to be a cut above the rest. And I haven't figured that out yet. For you could have special content that people like, and that's always an angle because there's like an infinite amount of content to produce, right? Maybe not infinite, but like there are a lot of topics in this world to think about, and there are niches. Like think about there's Pokemon people, but there's Pokemon trading card game people. There's what are we doing here? Pokemon trading card game people. There is Pokemon lore people. There's shiny hunters. There's draft league players. There's Smogon players. There's so much so much to discover in this world, so maybe content is fine. You just make, maybe you just make something that nobody's done before. So I won't spoil my idea yet, but that is in my quiver that I might unleash upon the world at some point. But again, it all depends on if I want to spend the time and effort to make such long curated content. The Artificer review sounds good though. I might just do that. Maybe maybe I stream that. Maybe I don't even edit it. That wouldn't be such a bad thing. I could just stream it. We do stream quite a bit. And it's fun. Then we could talk about it a little bit too. An Artificer veteran's take on the play test for the Artificer. Am I an Artificer veteran? Would that be accurate? Or would I be a liar and a fraud? Oh wait, I can do... Watch this neat trick, everybody. Okay. Okay, I don't remember how to do such a thing. I have to relearn this strategy. Because I don't remember how to damage boost myself over the hedge. I don't recall. I simply don't know. And if I want to get into this barn, I'm gonna have to know. Otherwise I will run out of melons and I will be disappointed. Okay, now we're safe, even though Donkey Kong is in extreme pain. This poor guy. I had a wonderful opportunity at my work conference. We had a space/future themed party at the end of the conference, which is obvious. It's a blast every year. They go so hard. Last year, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. This was... I'm going to get Strong Kong off of this path. And it's all... I can skip the rest of that... Whatever the rest of that path is. So I don't need... Oh wait, this is the mills. I needed a gun to get logical... I needed the gun for logical access to nighttime. It means bongos... No, not bongos. I don't know. Isle Shop's got me grab. I'm a little confused about that hint. Isle Shops got me grab, which I used to get bongos. I think I'm gonna get another key 2 hint. And bongos is gonna get me... Bongos is gonna get me Strong Kong. Either way, this is a fortunate turn of events. I think we should get out of here. We should leave and move on. Because we have the next key. And Tiny doesn't have any moves to acquire Chunky. This is Aztec. And everybody... Oh my god. I don't have the currency. Okay, what do we do with that information? We go to the shops in Castle, perhaps. Oh. Yeah, I think we go to the shops in Castle here and just try and get... We only really need 1 banana, but I'm sure we could get a couple. What do we have? Peanuts and charge? Okay, not a lot we're doing with charge. Bongos, not a lot we're doing with that. Poor Lanky and Tiny still are just... They just ain't got the moves. They cannot hang on the dance floor with everybody else because they lack the movement. They lack the moves. The poor souls. Alright. Off to the shop to buy bananas. Yes. Just a little trip to the grocery store for Tiny and Lanky. Nothing new to see here, folks. This is what we do. Oh, I got a new sponsored stream invitation. What do we got? Okay, there's nothing. It's lied to me. They've fibbed to me. They said I had a sponsored stream invitation, but I don't see anything from Southern Tier Brewery, so I don't think I care too much. Did I turn down the banana? Yes, I did. I'm a fool. Everybody point and laugh at the fool who has decided to skip the banana after going into the shop to collect the banana. We've done it. We have enough bananas to go into Aztec. Good job, everybody. We got there together. We've got Aztec Chunky Claptrap. Aztec Shops is loaded. We gotta get to Aztec Tunnels. A year? Good morning. Happy birthday. Are you doing anything fun for your birthday? Sounds like it's late afternoon for you. Sounds like it is late afternoon. Sounds like the whole evening. The switch to a gang. Thank you for understanding. Guys, everybody stop. Halt the presses. We must watch the trailer together. Here we go. This is what it's all about. Audio settings. We're gonna mute for a moment. Okay. Alright, gang. Full screen game. Check out Nintendo's channel. Are you guys ready to perhaps watch said video? Live reaction. Spooky Host live reacts to the Switch 2 trailer. Going to use my Chrome. New tab. Okay, here we go. YouTube. We've got Switch 2. Are you pranking me? Don't prank me, please. First look trailer. Oh my god. Here it is. Okay, are you ready? 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Is everybody ready? Is the chat gathered? Nintendo of America. It's This is happening! Alright, everybody. Let's watch. The successor to the Switch releasing this year. Okay. Okay. What is this? A PlayStation trailer? Okay. Now, I believe these buttons were already on this, correct? No? What has happened? Okay. Is this new? Oh, they're showing you the exact changes of the Joy-Con. They are playing it safe here, folks. Okay, that is the anti-Joy-Con drift. Joy-Con? They've got a slick design. I like the coloring. What is this? PlayStation or Microsoft? Honestly. The way they're doing this. And they've got little grippy things. Now they're mice. They're mouses for a computer. Oh, that's pretty nice. It tells you which side, and they're magnetic. They're not slidey anymore. Is there a C button like they were talking about? Any new games? I care about the games, quite frankly. Hardware is hardware. I believe that's Mario Kart Deluxe. No? No, wait, that Mario looked a little bit different. Let's break that down. That Mario looks different, right? This is not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They wouldn't release it on a third system, would they? I think this is a new Mario Kart right here. His face looked like he looked like the N64 Mario a little bit. I've never seen this course before. I think that's a teaser for play Nintendo Switch exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. That's great. That's good. Backwards compatibility. No other information here. Let's dive back into this really quick. Okay, what are the changes here? We've got... They've added a slot. Oh, these are the sides. Okay, we've got a... Was that USB port? We've got screws. They've added screws, everybody. This is big. That's a USB, like, big or something? Oh, you could plug a controller directly into it, maybe. Wait, no, that already exists. These buttons exist already. These are not new buttons. The USB port might be new. I think it's a new... The resting thing, instead of the little peg, it's a whole thing. That's kind of nice. Wait. Okay, I think we've gleaned everything we can glean from this. What do you guys think? Is the USB new? The USB's new? That is good to know. Let's bring back up Donkey Kong 64, by the way. What a blessing to be able to live react to such a thing with all of you. Brings me great joy. Project 64. There we go. Okay, let's get chat back here and organize. Wow, there it is, people. The rumors have been out for years. So many rumors. Arlo is actually he's going to throw up with how many rumors there's been. He can't consume it all, but now he doesn't have to consume them anymore. Is 4/2/25 February 2nd? No, that is April 2nd. That is April 2nd. USB is new. So my opinions, right, from a... Oh, I can play while I do this. Like, I think the business case for this makes a lot of sense. Like, the Switch sold like crazy, and you just came off of the Wii U before this, where you tried something very new and faltered. You've got a place in the industry where nobody else is doing portable stuff except Steam, and you've also got your own, like... You've got your own library of, like, IPs that are totally isolated. Like, you're not playing Donkey Kong on a PlayStation device. Like, that's just not happening. I think it's a wonderful time to play it safe. And I'm not upset about it, because my biggest problem, everybody's biggest problem with the Switch, was the dang performance toward the end. So, it might be different per, like, region. For me... I promise you, in the US, 4/2/25 is April 2nd. It's April 2nd. But for other people might do it differently in different regions. What did I just get? What did I just acquire? Is my hint tracker disconnected? My hint tracker got disconnected, I believe. Oh, it was an instrument upgrade. Maybe they don't even put that on the board. I got third melon. What's up, Jiggly Kong? Thank you. Oh, I did. Yes, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know if they put that in the Track-O-Matic. Maybe they don't even mention it. Maybe they don't even care. Yes, hello. Hope you're doing well. Yes to everybody. Let me know what you think about the Switch 2 trailer. That's exciting. Yeah, they're playing it safe. I don't think it's a bad idea. They're in a position to do so. Like, I'm playing Nintendo games because I like Nintendo games, so the Switch 2 is a better place to play Nintendo games with better hardware. We'll see the price and stuff. Obviously, that could There's like nothing I can do actually in there. Doesn't look like OLED, which is a bummer. Everything else seems good. Man, maybe they'll have an option. Who knows? I kind of doubt it. Kind of doubt it. You love the trailer. A year. Have you considered that potentially they have released this trailer specifically for your birthday? Maybe they know. Like, A year has never played Nintendo games other than DK64, but he loves Nintendo games. We gotta get this person a trailer. We gotta get him a trailer. Miyamoto said to Sakurai, can we make this happen for A year? And they said yes. This is what we will do. We've been waiting for an opportunity such as this. Switch 2 looks like the original except bigger. Yes, I think that is the idea. Joy-Cons look ugly, but excited about the larger screen. You think ugly? I kind of like the black focus with the colored trim. I think I like that quite a bit. But even my utensils in my house are black, so that's it. Maybe it's just a preference on items. I like that quite a bit. It is a little corporate, I guess, isn't it? Well, it's what we... Here's the question. Did anybody want a gimmick? Did anybody want a new gimmick? Like, earnestly. Was anybody like, man, we need AR. We need augmented reality, or I'm gonna be disappointed in the Switch 2. Yes, nobody wanted. Although, I did enjoy the Wii U. I had a lot of fun with the Wii U. Yeah, Switch 2 excitement. We have lots of Switch 2 excitement. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of people clamoring for a new Nintendo gimmick, so I would say good on them. This, the video is, yeah, it did look like corporate polished stuff, but I don't expect that to reflect in the games, which is what I care about. It's bigger, it'll perform better, it's still portable, which is nice, because I did play portably on the Switch. I think it's a great selling point for it. Calling it the Switch 2 is pretty on the nose, but I think... Does this mean they found just the formula and they're just gonna ride it out? Maybe they'll see how the Switch 2 does to determine that. Maybe it's just the right time. We will see. But maybe next Pokemon game that comes out, we won't constantly teleport all over the place and have Pokemon glitching out and all that kind of stuff. Like you said, Ayer, you wanted to tell you as soon as you... Well, thank you for doing so, because otherwise I would have found out off-stream, and we wouldn't have shared this moment together. And sharing moments is pretty great as human beings. People love to share moments. Yes, please. I'm counting on you, Game Freak. Yeah, I don't know if you played Scarlet and Violet, but that was an experience. Having to just like running around and seeing things disappear, and like the grass like glitch out, and just not what you expect from like a Pokemon game. But here's the thing, like Nintendo also, like, I think they heard that feedback and they slowed down. There was no Pokemon game release this year, and normally there's something that comes out every year. And maybe it was just supply chain stuff, maybe they just like had to, but all I know is the big Pokemon game that had like bad performance came out. Everybody said to stop and slow down, and then I also saw them slow down or stop. Coconut gun, it fires in spurts. Oh, big stretch. Alright. Wiggly Kong. I've played every mainline Pokemon game except Let's Go, which was ironically the best looking Pokemon Switch game. It does look good. My wife was playing it, and she's like having a good enough time. She's also not a big fan of like the catching mechanics. Obviously, okay, that's the Diddy one. That makes things very clear. So we need Rocket Barrel to get some chunky K. Rool stuff. So that means this Aztec shop was probably coconut. Also, one of the comments says Nintendo Shadow dropping the most anticipated next-gen console is such a Nintendo thing to do. Because they uploaded a video and tweeted about it. That's like it. It's funny. Yeah. I mean, maybe they know, like, the rumors are so bad, all they have to do is, like, release a little video and it'll, like, pop out. And it sounds like maybe, I don't know, do they not have enough stuff to, like, get it? I don't know, do they have enough? Surely they have enough stuff to do, like, a big trailer. They're just trying to make everybody salivate. That's what's happening. It's they're engaging salivation for all of the fans. They want everybody to just be over the moon trying to get access to this thing and figure out what the games are. I think that is a new Mario Kart. I think they implicitly generated a new Mario Kart for us to witness. I think maybe that was a word salad, implicitly generated. Maybe that was just nonsense. We have 2 guns that are on the path to things. We have a 5-door temple hint this time. We often do. A galleon tiny metal, helm ditty metal, Aztec chunky claptrap. Let's go ahead and let's just do these 5-door temples, I think. We have the gun hinted, so I've goofed. Please excuse me for my goofage. Didn't attempt to do such a thing, but it happened. You can't always be composed in this life, and as you can see, I'm certainly not always composed. Alright. Now we're on to this banana metal. We got more hints. Hints are very good. They give us direction. Direction's good. You don't want to be too unfocused in life. Okay, we've got testing 2 potions. Main aisle foolish. That's crazy. Castle surroundings 8 and chunky. Do I have that? No, I don't. Forest color bananas 7 and 8. And chunky. Okay. Aztec lanky llama temple barrel. Wow. I'm gonna call it the Aztec lanky 5. No, it's not 5-door temple. I don't know what it's named. Forest color bananas 5. Oh boy. Igloo is foolish. Good. And outskirts is foolish. Anything else? No. Yeah, let's do these 5-door temples. See what we can find. Well, after all these years, they've announced the Switch 2 trailer. They've given the people kind of what they wanted. They just shadow dropped a little. It's pretty crazy that they just did like a little drop. So unceremoniously. Oh, I've been splatted because I was so distracted thinking about the new Switch. The new product of which to consume. What a silly thing. Oh boy. Oh, get out of the way, dude. Get out of my way. You're a freak. You're a dang freak. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say than that. That was like a pretty safe thing. I didn't see a C button. Everybody's talking about the C button. But I did not see such a thing. I didn't watch the leak things too much. I heard like a little bit of Arlo stuff. That was it. So the C button was a mystery to me all along. Hopefully no cops. No cops. But a banana. What a good deal. Alrighty. So we have coconut now, so we could go and do this really quick. Do we have any more keys? Key 4 is still out of grasp. Diving is still out of grasp. We need to get chunky, I would say. That would be advantageous. Can't wait to watch Arlo's reaction in approximately 30 minutes. You know my man is dropping the fastest reaction video you've ever seen. Maybe he's got to gather his thoughts first, who knows? I don't know, can you really have like an over-the-top like reaction about that though? Like about that? Nothing really crazy there. Just figuring out what to do next. I feel like I take the guns to a different level. Yeah, that wasn't too much there. It was fine. I bet Aztec... No, I have two colored banana hints for Forest. This is the place to go. This is how we get to Chunky Kong, our dear friend who's lost to history, Chunky Kong. I think we can get Diddy's medal at least. Do we need rocket barrel for this? Who else is missing? Okay, almost nobody has their... Without diving, I don't see how we're getting it for Tiny. So all we can do here is get Lanky's medal and get Diddy's medal. And that's fine. It's a little progress. Yeah, not too much to see in that Switch trailer. It's fine. It was fine. No problems with that trailer. Not disappointing either. That was totally within expectations. That's within a good set of expectations. It's all about the games, you know? I'm still waiting for Hyrule Warriors 1, too. So, like, not Breath of the Wild Warriors. I'm waiting for Hyrule Warriors Ultimate Edition 2. We'll see if my wish comes true. That's not going to happen. I still need to finish 100%ing that. I love that game. So much to complete. 39. Life comes at you fast. I should start getting up a little bit earlier probably to do these streams so I actually finish something, because I've not done that a lot. I've not been doing a lot of finishing DK seeds. Granted, it's not like I have to finish them either. That's not a requirement. Not a requirement at all. Especially because I'm not like pushing myself for tournaments or anything. I'm on the Pokemon grind. That's what I've been locked in on. And I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job with that, and that's enough for me. We can go and quickly get Diddy's medal here, I believe. Are there 10 here? That feels like a stretch. Yeah, there's only... We're gonna have to go to the attic, I believe. Yeah, we gotta go to the attic. Do we do the lanky rooms? Loved lurking during your Oros DL streams. Was a nice little throwback to when I did those. You did Draft League? I didn't know you were a Draft Leaguer. I haven't done Oros on stream yet. I've done a lot of Nat Dex Scarlet Violet. Used to a couple years back. Oh, you're more of a veteran than I am then. I've only gotten into this within the past year. Yeah, it was last I drafted my first draft last June. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, like, matter at all, obviously. It's like, just, like, I'm doing, just to be accurate. Just so, yeah, I mean, just so you know, what's going on, if you want to keep up with it. Oh, wait, it's nighttime. My god. Okay, yeah, so I did 2 Scarlet Violet Natdex leagues last year. I got into playoffs into the first one and lost first round after a bye. And then in the second one, I won with a vengeance. That was a low tier league. And now I'm doing the Smogon leagues that have, I'm doing the Smogon leagues that have, like, you practice, or you do all year, you participate in, like, little leagues. And then, like, if you get enough points, I don't even want to say they're little, because there's, like, a lot of people on them. But you participate in leagues all year to accrue points, and if you get enough points, then you get to go to, like, the big tournament. So right now, I'm in the middle, as we speak, of an Oros draft. I've got, so that would make sense, actually. That would make a lot of sense, because I was just talking about being in an Oros league. Oros league. I think I have to go to the top of the mushroom to get Lanky's banana medal. So I've drafted, I got Lando Incarnate first round. And then I scooped up Rotom Wash as, like, a good partner. Your friend runs a bi-yearly one in 2018. Burned yourself out, but would love to get back into it. Well, thank you very much. If you ever want to get back into it and need some kind of entry, although you probably have more opportunities than I do even to get into them. I mean, I'd be happy to let you know or something. I posted, sometimes I'll post in Discord probably in the future if leagues, if leagues I'm in need people, for example. Hey, there's diving. Sick. That's pretty big. A little bit. Okay. Forest colored bananas to 5 and forest colored bananas to Kongs. I forgot to. So we'll see. I've roped in a couple people now for the first time. Crazy Steve is gonna join the draft league scene in the sequel to that first league that I did. And I'm going for redemption. I've got to win after I lost first round. You don't want to be a regular season champion and then a playoff washout, right? That's a little embarrassing. So we're gonna step up our game. I got a good plan. Anyways, I got Landorus. I got Jirachi. I got Mega Lope Bunny. People were making jokes because I have a bunch of Healing Wish users. I've also got Latios. People were making jokes in a server like, why have one Lando eye when you could have 4? Because everybody's got Healing Wish. I picked up Galvantula. And then I've got 2 points left, and I'm still waiting to draft, but I'm gonna go for Slacking and Shedinja if they're available. But the idea is I'm basically gonna I'm going hyper offense to try and get through pools. Because I haven't... Yeah, so with Shedinja and Slacking, like, I'm probably not gonna bring them, but, like, you kinda... Like, opponents kind of have to prepare for it. Like, if you don't have anybody with Protect, like, Slacking can tear some holes through your team. And if you don't have coverage for Shedinja, then you could just lose if Shedinja comes out. So, and, like, particularly if, like, your last Pokemon is just not, like... I don't know, if you've got, like, a Blastoise without Dark Pulse as your last Pokemon and you're against Shedinja, like... So it's just a force prep, and so I've done one of these before, and it was the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. The Gen 3 tournament. And this was like, you know, it's not for the big circuit, but it's just like one that Smogon did. And I won only a single round. I didn't get out of pools, so my big... Obviously, I want to get to the big tournament at the end, but if I get out of pools, I would be very happy with that. And I feel like a hyper offense team with like Galvantula to set webs and like paralyze folks off the bat, and then go into like these, I mean, high speed for Oras. You've got Lando. 101 is the big threshold for Oras. And we've got Lando I at 101. We've got Latios at 110 speed. Mega Low Bunny at 135. Galvantula 108. Rotom Wash is slow, but a lot of times you scarf it. I know I'm missing one. Jirachi at 100. So, like, super fast team, like, with webs, we could really mess people up that bring, like, scarves, even. And if they take a turn to, like, remove hazards, like, that's gonna be a little expensive. If there's, like, a, you know, a sheer force, life orb boosted Landorus eye in their face, so... I'm gonna try to overwhelm them, considering, like, they probably want to, like... You get, like, 3 matchups usually in 1 week. That's, like, a lot of prep to do. Like, maybe they prep less. And they also don't have, like, a lot of information on me, for example. So, I'm just gonna put the pressure on. Put the pressure on. Force a little extra prep with whatever I bring. I think I'm gonna have 3 points left. For the last 2 picks. So I could also, instead of going for Shedinja or Slacking, I could go for a 2-pointer. And if I do that, I think I'm gonna grab Pavilion to be able to do like Sleep Powder Quiver Dance shenanigans. That could scare people a bit. It also helps me deal with... My favorite part about grabbing Galvantula is that Superior is the scariest thing in the world. I think Superior is super scary. It just sets up Substitute, and then you die from Contrary, and you can never kill it because you never outspeed it. But Galvantula has Bug Buzz, and Bug Buzz is the bane of Superior. So it was a pick on kind of a couple levels. Yeah, I love Bug Buzz. So I was doing a speed tour, like one of those leagues. Not even a league. It's just like an overnight. Not even overnight. What am I talking about? It's you draft, and then within a couple hours you do the whole tournament. So like usually like I don't know, maybe like 13 people doing this or whatever. And I got to the finals of the last one with a team with Superior on it, because it's just like if you find the right opportunity, you just go to town. I need to get the Galleon Tiny Medal. That's my priority. I have no tiny moves, so this might be difficult. Is this possible? If we scour the land. So, yeah, that's my plan. I will... On the Discord, I've got separate channels for all of this now, because I was like, okay, I'm in too many leagues. Nobody except me is going to memorize these acronyms, because if Draft League is one thing, it has acronyms. So I was just like, you know what? I'll make different channels, so I'll be posting about those in Discord, and we'll see how each of the matches goes. But admittedly, I'm more excited for the leagues with friends. Just like having a season with like the same people, and like, you know, you have weeks with like opponents you know are stronger and opponents you know are weaker, and you start to build rivalries. And I don't know, I think those leagues are a lot of fun and particularly because you're drafting from the same board. I think one of the things I don't like about the Smogon leagues or whatever is that you have like a set of people you draft with, and then you go into pools where anybody could have drafted anybody. It's like when I'm drafting in a friend league, I know that nobody else has my picks, right? So I can be like, okay, well, who else do I need to worry about on the board? Like, I can kind of draft knowing that the threat on my team is not something somebody else can have. But here, like, somebody can have the same exact team as you if they were on a different board, even if it's unlikely. Rivalries were your favorite part of doing leagues repeatedly? Yeah. The guy I prep with, one guy primarily who's like, I think he's probably like the best like player in the league, and I'm so scared of playing against him, and I haven't even lost against him yet. I've won each time, but it was a little hacksy. The first match I had with this guy, it was before we like chatted at all. I was left in the back with like I was against like an Ambipom. What did I just get? Did I just get something good? No. I was left with like an Ambipom. I was against an Ambipom and like 2 other Pokemon. And I had a Choice Scarfed Kyurem, and I freeze dried, and I got a freeze. And then they brought the Ambipom in, which would have been able to beat me with a fake out. It was like Terra normal Ambipom. And I freaking got a freeze 2 turns in a row. 2 dry freeze turns in a row. I might post that for the there's a draft league guy called OG Albina who has a segment on his podcast called the Waffler of the Week, which is like a game, or maybe that's not even the Waffler of the Week, but I couldn't believe I got 2 freeze dry turns in a row. I felt bad, obviously. I hopped into the Discord and I'm immediately like I apologize for the hacks, and while I might have gotten the win here on record, I do want to publicly admit I was outplayed, and I just got lucky, because that's tragic. That is absolutely tragic. And like, he did great. He ended up getting, I think, 2nd in our division, so that's pretty good. But still, like, oh, double freezes is crazy. And then I go to play him in the next league, and I've got a Duraludon lead. This is a low tier league. Got a Duraludon league, and he's got a mono bug team plus a Nidoqueen that he Terra bugs. He called it the Queen of the Bugs. And he went on to have an amazing record with that team too, like mono bug, which is crazy. But I lead Duraludon, and he leads like Fortress, and I Thunder Wave on turn 1, outspeed him. He gets full parried. I set up Stealth Rocks. He's like full parried. I do like 2 attacks, and he finally gets out of it and explodes, which doesn't kill me as a Duraludon, but I did get kind of lucky with hacks last season, which unfortunate. But you also, like, it's tricky, because like, you want to win. Paralysis is busted, I feel like. I think paralysis is disgustingly good. Like, being able to disable somebody's turns one third of the time is crazy. That is it, right? 30% chance. It's less than 30%, but I digress. That's like super powerful to not be dealing with turns a third of the time for a Pokemon. So like, I've been picking up these leads that just like, they paralyze, and they're fast, and then they set an entry hazard. And it's done really good for me, because so if you fail to get a full para, then what you do is you get up Sticky Webs or Stealth Rocks, and you get a Pokemon paralyzed on the other team. If you succeed on getting a full para, then you also get off like a bunch of damage or switch into a new Pokemon and get to keep your guy healthy, which is pretty crazy. Obviously, like a ground type usually creates a problem there, but you can even... I've gotten crazy and like that's the other thing I like about a big season with like people you play with over and over again is you can do like mind games a little bit. So like if I lead with like a Galvantula that's like classically it's Galvantula with like Focus Sash, Sticky Web, and Focus Sash, Sticky Web, and Thunderwave and stuff. Well, instead, I was up against the leader of not the leader, the commissioner of the league, and he started out with a Suicune, and I had specs that time, so he was gonna just like, I mean, pretty bold to stay in, but I was thinking, I think he thought he could like push through the Sticky Web and just like set up while I Sticky Webbed and like sweep the game, because I didn't have a lot of good answers for it. But instead I got to Specs Thunder and just kill it in one hit, which is, you know, there's just like an unexpected factor there. Not saying that's some incredible play on my part, but like the mind game part of a season with a bunch of people where you get to watch each other's replays constantly is, I think that's a lot of fun, because the one thing is like you can't always rely on those, because the idea of those mind games is like, well, I've done this thing so many times, or my opponent's done this thing so many times, like surely they'll do it again. But with the same exact breath, you could say, well, this person's done this thing so many times, surely they won't do it again. Because they know that I know that they'll do it again. And suddenly, where are you? There's no, like, basis by which to validate that train of thought. So it's like, it's kind of totally useless, which is weird. Man, I did not make a lot of progress in this in an hour and 23 minutes. Oh well. I gotta go to work. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. Jiggly Kong, what an absolute pleasure talking to you about Draft League. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I hope you did too. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get the Bean Blitz setting string, and we'll do a big Bean Blitz tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I'm your spooky host. I hope everybody has the most delightful, wonderful of days. Let's go ahead and raid somebody. Yeah, glad to chat. Glad to chat. And I'm happy you've enjoyed the Draft League stuff, because sometimes I'm like, I enjoy Draft League and the people watching just want Donkey Kong. But, you know, yeah, it's just nice to know that there are people here that are kind of passionate about it as well. Alright, so let's go and raid, let's go raid Apex the Oki again. They're working on 50 followers. They'll appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining. And happy Appreciate a Dragon Day. What happened? Oh, I'm unable to raid that guy. It must have stopped. Let me try it one more time. No, I can't. I cannot raid that person. Let's raid, same category. Similar or smaller size? Following. Let's go raid, Games Done Quick. With 3,000 viewers. Because. Okay, I can't raid anybody. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a big deal. There's only like 2 people here.